Smile big, sweetheart.
I'll be 92 in June, and I will have begun my 70th year of state service. I set up the system for general service by splitting the book from finance. When I was a accounting officer for finance from 43 to 63, and 63 general services, and I split the book and become general service accounting officer.
She told me that she created the department's accounting system. When I first saw what she did, it was a spreadsheet that was taped together, spread out on this huge architect's drafting table. And she proceeded to explain to me certain things about the different accounts that she set up for the department. It was way beyond me, but it was intriguing, and I knew that she was a very knowledgeable person from that day forward.
She was our computer before we had computers, because she had every record, and I believe going back DGS, she was here when DGS was formed in 1965, but she had records going way beyond that. She had paperwork, records, signed contracts and things from back in the 40s, 50s, and 60s. She had everything.
And I enjoy solving problems, both in accounting and budgeting and rate calculation, space assignment. I just continue volunteering because I enjoy solving the problem.
We've got 22 spaces there. We have to have 22 spaces when you get through. So somewhere the 17, I don't know if they actually increased the number, gave us more, or if we got more. May is really a DGS treasure. She's an unsung hero or heroine. Her knowledge of detail, her attention to detail are phenomenal. She's dedicated to finding the answer and resolution to problems. She likes to solve puzzles. She likes to keep things right or get things right. And she can get at those things more than anybody else I've ever worked with.
People call me a treasure, but I don't know how the treasure works, because the way I look at it is antique, old. But I suppose that's what they need, the information, the old information. All right. So I provide them. Hey, how are you?
How you doing?
Okay.
Good, good. Of course, you know I got to get my hug. Oh my goodness. What fire are you putting out today?
May has been like a mentor to a lot of people in different ways. In some instances, she's counseled people about their education. Because of her vast work experience, she's given a lot of wisdom and guidance on careers.
May's mantra would be do it once, do it right, and be done with it. And I love that mantra of May's because that's how she trained me. Do it once, do it right, be done with it. And I still remember the processes.
Hi.
I wanted to ask you about these terms.
Oh, yeah.
The Series A, B, and...
Yeah, these are, I got this information from the treasurer's office.
And so she taught me how to audit invoices. And from there, she said I might as well understand what I'm doing. So she encouraged me to go back to school and take accounting and get my accounting degree.
Hi, May. How are you doing?
Okay, and you? How's today? How's everything?
Pretty good. Hi, May.
Hi.
Hi.
Just her mentoring and what she does in the community, I think tells people that even somebody at her age can have an effective role in doing good for the community. Sort of like what she does for Weave, where she'll take clothing that's donated, she'll launder it, she'll iron it, and she brings it back so that Weave can distribute the clothes to the people that need it.
May is an amazing woman. Most people my age cannot remember half of what they once knew. May remembers everything. You can ask her a question about how a particular process came into being or a law was enacted, and she can, even if it was 40, 50 years ago, she can just rattle off the details like crazy. She's not just an accounting knowledgeable person, but she's kind of got this adventurous side to her too.
I've been to over 150 countries, mostly often to places that people don't think about. Kuwait, Qatar, Bahrain, in the Middle East, Syria, Libya, Iran, Jordan. Those are places not listed very often, but they were interesting. I like history, I like geography, and that's why most of the country I travel, I go to the museum. I suppose history is the thing that got me traveling. I went to Antarctica. It takes 2.5 hours on a cargo plane. Greenland is full of ice and not green on it. I went to make the donation to Mother Teresa's mission, and she was having lunch, and she had a bowl of fruit. She said, "Sit down, have a piece." So I had a piece of fruit with her and talked to her.
She would get the paper out of the recycle bin, cut it in 4s, little bitty pencils she would save. She would make pads out of the little paper, and the little pencils she would take to foreign countries. Because she noticed one time that the kids, they had to write in the sand, and that was very inspirational. Who would think to bring little scrubs that we throw away, and it was so appreciated over there.
They were happy with a pen or pencil and a little pad of paper. And of course the paper, using my paper, has lots of number, and they turn around and copy and practice their number on it. So it works fine, makes them happy.
You know, you look at our DGS core values today, May was the embodiment of our current core values way back when I met her in the 80s. And obviously, when she retired soon after that, but she came back and has worked for DGS. She currently is a volunteer, but she is our DGS core values. She is a treasure.
My philosophy is happiness and no stress. Make them happy, and you'll be in turn happy too. Bye.
And we'll take you home now.